So problem number 1, let's factor x raised to 4 minus 5x raised to 3 plus 3x squared plus 2x plus 8. So before we can factor this, so there are techniques in factoring that can help you factor it easily. So the factoring techniques that can help you are the patterns for difference of square is a squared minus b squared is equals to a minus b times a plus b. Next is the patterns for perfect squared trinomials are a squared plus 2ab plus b squared is equals to a plus b squared. So next is the a squared minus 2ab plus b squared is equals to squared of a minus b. The square of a minus b. Next, the patterns for difference and sum of cubes are a raised to 3 minus b raised to 3 is equals to a minus b times a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. And then the a raised to 3 plus b raised to 3 is equals to a plus b times a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. So let's factor the number 1 problem. So to factor this equation, we must first write negative 5x cubed, 3x squared, and 2x as difference. So negative 5x plus 3x squared plus 2x. So the difference of negative 5x cubed are negative 2x cubed and negative 3x cubed. So the difference of 3x squared are positive 6x squared minus 3x squared, and the difference of 2x is equals to positive 6x minus 4x. So our equation will be x raised to 4 minus 2x cubed minus 3x cubed plus 6x squared minus 3x squared plus 6x minus 4x plus 8. So then group them into binomials to make it so that you can factor it easily. So it will become x raised to 4 minus 2x cubed minus 3x cubed plus 6x squared minus 3x squared plus 6x minus 4x plus 8. So you can factor them out. So the factor of x raised to 4 minus 2x cubed is x cubed times x minus 2. So the factor of 3x cubed plus 6x squared is negative 3x squared times x minus 2. So the factor of 3x squared plus 6x is negative 3x times x minus 2. Then last, the factor of 4x plus 8 is negative 4 times x minus 2. So x cubed, negative 3x squared, negative 3x, and 4, negative 4 are common factors, while x minus 2 is a common binomial factor. Factor out x minus 2 from the expression. So x minus 2, our equation will be x minus 2 times x cubed minus 3x squared minus 3x minus 4. So write negative 3x squared and negative 3x as a sum. So our equation will be x minus 2 times x cubed minus 4x squared plus x squared minus 4x plus x minus 4. So group them into binomials. So to factor again, our equation will be x minus 2 times binomials of x cubed minus 4x squared plus x squared minus 4x plus x minus 4. So you can factor them out. So the factor of x cubed minus 4x squared is x squared times x minus 4. The factor of x squared minus 4x is x times x minus 4. And the factor of x minus 4 is 1 times x minus 4. So x squared, x, and 1 are common factors, while x minus 4 is a common binomial factor. Factor out x minus 4 from the expression. So our equation will be x minus 2 times x minus 4 times x squared plus x plus 1. So this is the final answer. Next problem. So our next problem, so we will factor x cubed plus 4x squared plus 5x plus 6. So write 4x squared and 5x as a sum. So the sum of 4x squared are 3x squared and x squared. So the sum of 5x are positive 3x and positive 2x. So group them into binomials. So our equation will be the binomials of x cubed plus 3x squared plus x squared plus 3x plus 2x plus 6. So you can factor them out. So the factor of x cubed plus 3x squared is x cubed times x squared times x plus 3. The factor of x squared plus 3x is x times x plus 3. And the factor of 2x plus 6 are 2 times 2 plus 3. So factor out x plus 3 from the expression. So it will become x plus 3 times x squared plus x plus 2 plus 2. So this is the factor of x cubed plus 4x squared plus 5x plus 6 is equals to x plus 3 times x squared plus x plus 2. So number 3, let's factor number 3, x cubed minus 5x plus 4. So add and subtract x squared in the expression. So our equation will be x cubed minus x squared plus x squared minus 5x plus 4. So then write negative 5x as difference. So the difference of negative 5x are negative x and negative 4x. So group them into binomials. So our equation will be x cubed minus x squared plus x squared minus x minus 4x minus 4. So you can factor them out. So the factor of x cubed minus x squared are x squared and times x minus 1. The factor of x squared minus x are x times x minus 1. And the factor of 4x minus 4 are 4, negative 4 times x minus 1. So then factor out x minus 1 in the expression. So our equation will be x minus 1 times x squared plus x minus 4. So this is our final answer. So let's factor number 4. 25 x raised to 4 minus 24 x squared y squared plus 4 y squared. So first, write negative 24x squared as difference. So the difference of negative 24x squared y squared are negative 10x squared y squared and minus negative 10x squared y squared and negative 4x squared y squared. Then add and subtract 10x cubed y and 4x y cubed to make the expression complete. So our equation will be negative 25x raised to 4 plus 10x cubed y minus 10x cubed y plus 4xy cubed minus 4xy cubed minus 10x squared y squared minus 10x squared y squared minus 4x squared y squared plus 4y raised to 4 raised to 4. So raised to 4. So then group them into trinomials. So our equation will be, our trinomials are 25x raised to 4 plus 10x raised to 3y minus 10x squared y squared times negative 10x cubed y minus 4x squared y squared plus 4x y cubed times negative 10x squared y squared minus 4x y cubed plus 4y raised to 4. So you can factor them out. So the factor of first trinomial are 5x squared times 5x squared plus 2x cubed y minus 2y squared. So then the factor of second trinomials are negative 2xy times 5x squared plus 2xy minus 2y squared. Then the factor of last trinomial are negative 2y squared times 5x squared plus 2xy minus 2y squared. So factor out 5x squared plus 2x cubed y minus 2y squared from the expression. So our equation will be positive 5x squared plus 2x cubed y minus 2y squared times 5x squared minus 2xy minus 2y squared. So this is our final answer. So this is the factor of 25x raised to 4 minus 24x squared y squared plus 4y squared. So, number 5, let's factor 9x raised to 4 plus 6x squared y squared plus y raised to 4. So, first, write number 9 into its exponential form with the exponent of 2. So, our equation will be 3 squared or 3 raised to 2 times x raised to 4 plus 6x squared y squared plus y raised to 4. Then factor the exponent 4 in both x raised to 4 and y raised to 4. So it will become 2 times 2. So our equation will be 3 squared times x squared times 2 plus 6x squared y squared plus y raised to 2 times 2. Then write the expression 6x squared y squared as a product with the factors 3x squared and y squared. So our equation will be 3 squared times x raised to 2 times 2 plus 2 times 3x squared times y squared plus y raised to 2 times 2. Then use x raised to m n is equals to x raised to n raised to m. So to change the expression, so our equation will be 3 squared times x squared times squared, so plus 2 times 3x squared times y squared plus y squared squared. I don't know but how to read it, but you can see. Then multiply the terms with equal exponent. So 3 our equation will be 3x squared plus 2 times 3x squared times y squared plus y squared squared. So then use a squared plus 2ab plus b squared is equals to a plus b squared to factor the expression. So our equation will be, or expression will be, 3x squared plus y squared squared. So this is our final answer. So the factor of 9x raised to 4 plus 6x squared y squared plus y raised to 4 is 3x squared plus y squared, or you can change its form. It will become 3x squared plus y squared times 3x squared plus y squared. So next problem. So number 6, let's factor a squared plus b squared minus c squared minus 4d squared minus 2ab minus 4cd. So first, use a squared minus 2ab plus b squared is equals to a minus b squared to factor the expression. So our equation will be, so change it, so organize it before you can use the patterns to factor. So it will become a squared minus 2ab plus b squared minus c squared minus 4cd minus d squared. So you can factor it. So it will become a minus b squared minus c squared minus 4cd minus d squared. So then factor out negative sign from the expression. So from this expression, so our equation will be a minus b squared minus c squared plus 4cd plus d squared. So then use a squared plus 2ab plus b squared is equals to the square of a plus b to factor the expression. So our equation would be, or will become square of a minus b minus c plus 2d squared. So then use a squared minus b squared is equals to a minus b times a plus b to factor the expression. So then, so this is our expression. So this is the a and this is the b. So to factor it easily, so our equation will be the a a minus b minus the b, which is c plus 2d, times the a, which is a minus b plus the b, which is c plus 2d. So this is our equation. So then distribute negative sign. So distribute to negative sign to c plus 2d. So our equation will be a minus b minus c minus 2d times a minus b plus c plus 2d. So this is our final answer. Next, number 7, x factor, number 7. So number 7, x raised to 6 plus 27 y raised to 6. So first, factor both the exponent in x and y. So the factor of 6 is equal to 3 times 2. So our equation will be x raised to 3 times 2 plus 27y raised to 3 times 2. Then write 27 in exponential form with an exponent of 3. So which is 3. So our equation would be x raised to 3 times 2 plus 3 raised to 3 times y raised to 3 times 2. Then use a raised to m times n is equals to square root of m, which is use a raised to m times n is equals to a raised to n raised to m to transform the equation. So our equation will be x squared raised to 3 times 3 raised to 3 times y squared raised to 3. So multiply the terms with equal exponent by multiplying their bases. So the multiply 3 raised to 3 times y raised to 3. So our equation will be x squared raised to 3 plus 3y squared times raised to 3. So then use a cube plus b cube is equals to a plus b times a squared minus ab plus b squared to factor the expression. So our equation will be x squared plus 3y squared times x squared raised to 2 minus x squared times 3y squared plus 3y squared raised to 2. So simplify the expression by multiplying exponent. So our equation will be x squared plus 3y squared times x raised to 4 minus 3x squared y squared plus 3y raised to 4. So this is our factor or our final answer. So next, let's factor number 8, which is x raised to 8 minus y raised to 8. So first, use pattern, which is a squared minus b squared is equals to a minus b times a plus b to factor the expression. So the factor of x raised to 8 minus y raised to 8 are x raised to 4 minus y raised to 4 times x raised to 4 plus y raised to 4. Use it again. So it will become x squared minus y squared times x squared plus y squared times x raised to 4 plus y raised to 4. So then use it again. It will become x minus y times x plus y times x squared plus y squared times x raised to 4 plus y raised to 4. So this is our final answer. Next, number 9. Let's factor x cubed plus y cubed plus 3x plus 3y. So first, group them into binomial. So it will become x cubed plus y cubed and plus 3x plus 3y. So factor them out. So the factor of 3x plus 3y is 3 times x plus y. So use a cubed plus b cubed equals to a plus b times a squared minus ab plus b squared to expand the expression. So our expression will be, or equation will be, equals to x plus y times x squared minus xy plus y squared plus 3 times x plus y. So factor out x plus y from the expression. So factor this x plus y and this. So our expression will be x plus y times a squared x squared minus xy plus y squared plus 3. So this is our final answer. So number 10, let's factor a plus b raised to 3 minus c raised to 3. So use this pattern, so which is a raised to 3 minus b raised to 3 is equals to a minus b times a squared plus ab plus b squared to factor the expression. So in this equation or expression, our a is a plus b raised to 3, and the b is c negative c plus 3. So to factor, it will become a plus b minus c times a plus b raised to 2 plus a plus b times c plus c raised to 2. So use a plus b squared equals to a squared plus 2ab plus b squared to expand the expression. So this expression, so it will become a plus b minus c times a squared plus 2ab plus b squared plus a plus b times c plus c squared. So distribute c to ab, so this c, so multiply to a and multiply to b, so it will become a plus b minus c times a squared plus 2ab plus b squared plus ac plus bc plus c squared. So this is our final answer. So number 11, let's factor 6xy minus 4ay plus 9ax minus 6a squared. So first, let's group them into binomial. First, arrange them. This will become 6xy plus 9ax minus 4ay plus 6a squared. So then factor them out. So the factor of 6xy plus 9ax are 3x times 2y plus 3a. Then the factor of 4ay plus 6a squared is equals to negative 2 times 2y plus 3a. Then factor out 2y plus 3a in the expression. So this 2y and 3a. So it will become 2y plus 3a times 3x minus 2a. So this is the final answer, or the factor of 6xy minus 4ay plus 9ax minus 6a squared. So next, number 12, let's factor x raised to 4 minus 13x squared plus 36. So first, write negative 13x squared as a difference, so that you can group them into binomials and can factor them easily. So the difference of negative 13x squared are negative 4x squared minus 9x squared. So then you can group them into binomials. So the binomial of x raised to 4 minus 4x squared minus binomial of 9x squared plus 36. So then factor them out. So factor of x raised to 4 minus 4x squared are x squared and times x squared minus 4x. So then the factor of 9x squared plus 36 are negative 9 times x squared minus 4. So then factor out x squared minus 4 from the expression. So this will become x squared minus 4 times x squared minus 9. So then use a squared minus b squared is equals to a minus b times a plus b to factor both expression. So x squared minus 4 will become x minus 2 times x plus 2. Then x squared minus 9 will become x minus 3 times x plus 3. So this is our final answer. Then number 13, let's factor ax squared minus 3b minus a plus 3b x squared. So first, arrange them and group them into binomials. So this will be ax squared minus a times 3b x squared minus 3b. So factor the expression. So the factor of ax squared minus a times x squared minus 1, and the factor of 3b x squared minus 3b will become 3b times x squared minus 1. So factor out x squared minus 1 from the expression. So this will be x squared minus 1 times a plus 3b. Then use x squared minus b squared is equals to a plus b times a minus b to factor x squared minus 1. So this it will become the factor of x squared minus 1 or x plus 1 times x minus 1. So our final answer will be x plus 1 times x minus 1 times a plus 3b. So next, number 14. Let's factor 36p squared minus 49 times r plus s squared. So first, use a squared minus b squared is equals to a minus b times a plus b to factor the expression. So this is our a, which is 36p squared, and our b, which is 49 times r plus s raised to 2. So from the patterns, our equation will be a, which is 6p minus b, which is 7 times r plus s, and times a, which is 6p, plus b, which is c, which is 7 times r plus s. So distribute 7 to r plus s, it will become 7r plus 7s. So then distribute this negative sign to 7r plus 7s. So our equation will be 6p minus 7r minus 7s times 6p plus 7r plus 7s. So this is our final answer. Next, number 15. Factor 25a squared b raised to 4 minus 64c raised to 6. So first, write 25 and 64 into its exponential form with an exponent of 2. So the 25 will become 5 raised to 2 and 64 will become 8 raised to 2. So then factor the exponent of b and c. So the factor of exponent of b are 2 times 2, and the factor of exponent of c, which is 2 times, which is 6, is 2 times 3. So use a raised to mn equals to equals to a raised to n raised to m to transform the expression. So our equation will be 5 squared a squared times b squared raised to 2 minus 8 squared times c cubed raised to 2. So multiply the terms with equal exponent. So our equation would be 5ab squared raised to 2 minus 8c cubed raised to 2. So then use a squared minus b squared equals to a minus b times a plus b to factor the expression. So our a will be 5ab squared raised to 2, and our b will be 8c cubed raised to 2. So from this pattern, our equation will be 5ab raised to 2 minus 8c cubed times 5ab squared plus 8c cubed. So this is our final answer. This is the factor of 25a squared b raised to 4 minus 64c squared. So problem number 16. Let's simplify x plus 1 over x minus 1 minus 1 minus x over 1 plus x over 1 over the square root of x plus 1 plus 1 over the square root of x minus 1. So first, calculate the numerator of this complex fraction. So calculate, so minus, it's subtract. So x plus 1 over x minus 1 minus 1 minus x over 1 plus x is equals to the square root of x plus 1 minus x minus 1 times 1 minus x over x minus 1 times 1 plus x. So then calculate the sum of the denominator. So let's add 1 over the square root of x plus 1 plus 1 over the square root of x minus 1 is equals to the square root of x minus 1 plus the square root of x plus 1 over the square root of x plus 1 times the square root of x minus 1. So then our equation will become like this. It's so long to read, so multiply x minus 1 to 1 plus x, then multiply or distribute negative sign. So x minus 1 times 1 minus x is equals to x minus x squared minus 1 plus x. Then combine like terms, so x squared, x minus, so combine like terms, no, x minus plus x will become 2x. Then copy the negative x squared minus 1, then distribute negative sign, so it will become negative 2x plus x squared plus 1. So then our equation will be this. Then simplify x minus 1 times 1 plus x. To simplify, let's use this pattern or shortcut, which is a minus b times a plus b is equals to a squared minus b squared. So the simplified form of x minus 1 times 1 plus x is equals to x squared minus 1. Then this is our latest or new equation. So our fraction, to simplify, let's cross multiply. So numerator times denominator, and denominator times this numerator. So our equation will be the square root of x plus 1 minus 2x plus x squared plus 1 over x squared minus 1 times the square root of x plus 1 times the square root of x minus 1 over the square root of x minus 1 plus the square root of x plus 1. So let's calculate. So it will become the square root of x plus 1 minus 2x plus x squared plus 1 times the square root of x plus 1 times the square root of x minus 1 over the x squared minus 1 times the square root of x minus 1 plus the square root of x plus 1. So expand this, our equation will be like this. So expand the expression the square root of x plus 1. So expand, use the square root of a plus b is equals to a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. So the expand form, or it will become x squared plus 2x plus 1. So our equation will be this. So our equation will x squared plus 2x plus 1 minus 2x plus x squared plus 1 times the square root of x plus 1 times the square root of x minus 1 over x squared minus 1 times the square root of x minus 1 plus the square root of x plus 1. So cancel, combine like terms, so cancel 2x and negative 2x. Then factor the expression x squared minus 1. So to factor, use a squared minus b squared is equals to a minus b times a plus b. So it will become x minus 1 times x plus 1. So our equation will be this. And so combine like terms, x squared plus x squared and 1 plus 1, so it will become 2x squared plus 1. So then divide the square root of x plus 1 times the square root of x minus 1 divided by x minus 1 times x minus 1. So it will become x plus 1 times x plus 1, x minus 1. Our equation will be 2x squared plus 2 times x minus 1 times x plus 1 over the square root of x minus 1 plus the square root of x minus 1. So simplify to this expression. So to simplify, use the pattern a minus b times a plus b is equals to a squared minus b squared. So it will the simplify form of x minus 1 and x plus 1 will be x squared minus 1. So our equation will be like this. So then expand x minus 1, so raised to 2 to to expand, use the a minus b, so raised to 2 is equals to a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. So it will become x squared minus 2x plus 1. So then our new equation after expanding, then let's expand this another equation. So expand the square root of x plus 1. So if we expand this, it will become x squared plus 2x plus 1. So then combine like terms, it will become x squared minus 2x. So combine with positive 2x, it will become 0. So cancel that. Then 1 plus 1, it will become 2. And x squared plus x squared will become 2x squared. So our denominator will be 2x squared plus 2. Then our new equation will be 2x squared plus 2 times x squared minus 1 over 2x squared plus 2. Then cancel out or divide. Our equation will be only x squared minus 1. So this is our final answer. Next, number 17. Let's simplify this expression. So this is our numerator and this is our denominator, the overall numerator and overall denominator. So first, let's calculate our overall numerator. 1 over y squared minus 1 over xy minus 2 over x squared will become x squared minus xy minus 2y squared over x squared y squared. Then, calculate the overall denominator. So, 1 over y squared minus 3 over xy plus 2x squared over x squared is equals to x squared minus 3xy plus 2y squared over x squared y squared. Our equation will be like this. So, simplify. So, cross multiply again. Our equation will be x squared minus xy minus 2y squared over x squared y squared times 2 x squared y squared over x squared minus 3xy plus 2y squared. So if we multiply this, so cancel x squared y squared and the denominator x squared y squared and the numerator x squared y squared. So the one will be left, or our equation will be x squared minus xy minus 2y squared over x squared minus 3xy plus 2y squared. Then write negative xy and negative 3xy as the difference. So the difference of negative 3xy will be positive xy minus 2xy. Then the difference of negative 3xy will be negative xy and negative 2xy. So group them into binomials, numerator and denominator. So we can factor it easily, or we can factor it. So our equation will be the binomials of x squared plus xy and minus the binomial of 2xy plus 2y squared over x squared minus xy minus 2xy minus 2y squared. So factor the expression. So the factor of x squared plus xy will be x and x plus y. So x times x plus y. Then the factor of 2xy plus 2y squared will be 2y times 2x plus 1. Then and our denominator, the factor of x squared minus xy will be x times x minus y. Then 2xy minus 2y squared, factor of 2y times x minus y. So factor out the expression. So factor in the numerator, factor out x plus 1 and x plus 1. In our denominator, factor out x minus 1 and x minus 1. So our equation will be x plus 1 times x minus 2y over x minus y times x minus 2y. So cancel out or divide x minus 2y and x minus 2y. So our answer will be x plus y over x minus y. Then number 18, let's simplify this fraction. So first, this is a complex fraction. So in this complex fraction, let's first calculate the lowest part of this denominator or main denominator. So add the lowest fraction. So 3 plus x over 1 minus x. So to add 3 plus x over 1 minus x, so it will become 3 times 1 minus x times plus x over 1 minus x. So distribute 3 to 1 minus x, so it will become 3 minus 3x plus x over 1 minus x. So combine like terms. So it will become 3 minus 2x over 1 minus x. So then multiply to cancel this lowest part or denominator. So multiply 1 minus x squared times 1 minus x. So distribute. So it will become 1 minus x squared plus x cubed. So combine like terms. So it will become x cubed minus x squared minus x plus 1. Then add or calculate their sum. So 2 over x plus x cubed minus x squared minus x plus 1 over 3 minus 2x. So let's calculate. So it will become 2 times 3 minus 2x plus x times x cubed minus x squared minus x plus 1 over x times 3 minus 2x. So distribute 2 to 3 minus 2x and distribute x to x cubed minus x squared minus x plus 1. Our equation will be 6 minus 4x plus x raised to 4 minus x raised to 3 minus x squared plus x over 3x minus 2x squared. So combine like terms, our equation will be x raised to 4 minus x cubed minus 6 raised to 2 minus 3x plus 6 over 3x minus 2x squared. So copy, our equation will be like this. So multiply 6 minus x to multiply to 3x minus 2x squared. So distribute. So our equation will be 18x minus 12x raised to 2 minus 3x raised to 2 plus 2x raised to 3. So combine like terms. So our equation will be 2x cubed minus 15x squared plus 18x. So then calculate their sum. So 6 plus 2x cubed minus 15x squared plus 18x over x raised to 4 minus x cubed minus x squared minus 3x plus 6. So calculate their sum. They will become 6x raised to 4 minus 4x cubed minus 21x squared plus 36 over x raised to 4 minus x cubed minus x squared minus 3x plus 6. Then in the numerator, calculate. So 4x minus 6x plus 9 over 1 plus x. So let's solve. Our equation will be 4 times 1 plus x minus x times 6x plus 9 over x times 1 plus x. So distribute 4 to 1 plus x and x to 6x plus 9. So negative x to 6x plus 9. And then denominator, distribute x to 1 plus x. So our equation will be 4 plus 4x minus 6x squared minus 9x over x plus x squared. So combine like terms. So combine 4x minus 9x, so it will become negative 5x. Our equation will be negative 6x squared minus 5x plus 4 over x plus x squared. So simplify our equation. Let's simplify this equation. So our equation will be negative 6x squared minus 5x plus 4 over x plus x squared times 2 x raised to 4 minus x cubed minus x squared plus 6 over 6x raised to 4 minus 4x cubed minus 21x squared plus 36. So our answer will be like this. So let's distribute negative 6x squared minus 5x plus 4 to x raised to 4 minus x cubed minus x squared plus 6. Our equation will be negative 6x squared plus x raised to 5 plus 15x raised to 4 plus 19x cubed minus 25x cubed x squared minus 42x plus 24 over 6x raised to 6 plus 2 so plus 2x raised to 5 minus 25x raised to 4 minus 21x cubed plus 36x squared plus 36x. So this is our final answer. So in trigonometry, let's prove the following identities. So number 1 problem. So let's prove cosine theta over 1 minus tan theta plus sine theta over 1 minus cot theta or cotangent theta is equals to sine theta plus cosine theta. So first, convert tangent theta and cotangent theta. So tangent theta is equals to sine theta over cosine theta, and cotangent theta is equals to cosine theta over sine theta. So our equation will be cosine theta over 1 minus Sin theta over cosine theta plus sin theta over 1 minus cosine theta over sin theta. So, calculate. So, 1 minus sin theta over cosine theta is equals to 1 times cosine theta minus sin theta over cosine theta. So, or cosine theta minus sin theta over cosine theta. So, 1 minus cosine theta over sin theta is equals to 1 times sin theta minus cosine theta over sin theta is equals to sin theta minus cosine theta over sin theta. Then, our equation will be like this. So, simplify or cross multiply. Our equation will be cosine theta times cosine theta over cosine theta minus sin theta is equals to cosine theta squared over cosine theta minus sin theta. Then, sin theta times to sin theta over sin theta minus cosine theta is equals to squared or sin theta squared over sin theta minus cosine theta. So our equation will be cosine theta squared over cosine theta minus sin theta plus sin theta squared over sin theta minus cosine theta. So change position or will become sin theta minus cosine theta. So change, so it will become negative cosine theta plus sin theta. Factor negative sign, so it will become negative times cosine theta minus sin theta. So from this expression, sin theta squared over sin theta minus cosine theta will become negative sin theta squared over cosine theta minus sin theta. So our equation will be the square of cosine theta over cosine theta minus sin theta minus the square of sin theta over cosine theta minus sin theta. So calculate. So minus, so it will become the square of cosine theta minus the square of sin theta over cosine theta minus sin theta. So factor cosine theta squared minus sin theta squared, so it will become cosine theta minus sin theta times cosine theta plus sin theta. So our equation will be like this. So cancel out. So cosine theta minus sin theta over cosine theta minus sin theta is equals to 1. So our equation will be cosine theta plus sin theta or sin theta plus cosine theta. So our this is our proving. So let's prove number 3. Cosine theta over secant theta minus sin theta over cotangent theta is equals to cosine theta times cotangent theta minus tangent theta over cosecant theta. So calculate. Let's use left hand side. So calculate. Let's minus, so it will become cosine theta times cotangent theta minus sin theta times secant theta over secant theta times cotangent theta. So convert secant to 1 over cosine theta and cotangent theta to cosine theta over sin theta. So our equation will be cosine theta times cotangent theta minus sin theta times 1 over cosine theta over 1 over cosine theta times cosine theta over sin theta. So calculate. Sin theta multiply to 1 over cosine theta is equals to sin theta over cosine theta. So then convert to tangent. Then in the denominator, 1 over cosine theta times to cosine over sin theta is equals to 1 over sin theta or cosecant theta. So our equation will be, or final equation will be, cosine theta times cotangent theta minus tangent theta over cosecant theta. So number 4, 2 sin phi times cosecant phi, cosine phi plus sin squared phi times tangent phi plus cosine squared phi times cotangent phi is equals to secant phi times cosecant phi. So first, convert sin squared phi tangent phi and cosine squared phi times cotangent phi. So it will become 1 minus cos squared phi times sine phi over cosine phi, and 1 minus sine squared phi times cosine phi over sine phi. So our equation will be 2 times 2 sine phi times cosine phi plus sine phi over cosine phi minus sine phi times cosine phi plus cosine phi over sine phi minus sine phi times cosine phi. So combine like terms. Our combine negative sine phi times cosine phi to negative sine phi, so times cosine phi, and to cancel out 2 sine phi times cosine phi. So the remaining expression will be sine phi over cosine phi plus cosine phi over sine phi. So let's add. Our equation will be sine squared phi plus cosine squared phi times cosine phi over sine phi. So our equation will be convert sine phi plus cosine squared phi into 1. So because sine squared phi plus cosine squared phi is equals to 1. So our equation will be 1 over cosine phi times sine phi. So convert 1 over cosine and 1 over sine, so it will become secant phi times cosecant phi. So this is our final answer or expression. Next, number 5, let's prove cosine theta times secant theta plus cosecant theta plus sine theta times secant theta minus cosecant theta is equals to secant theta times cosecant theta. So first, distribute to parentheses, distribute cosine theta to secant theta plus cosecant theta and sine theta to secant theta minus cosecant theta. So our equation will be cosine theta times secant theta plus cosine theta times cosecant theta plus sine theta times secant theta minus sine theta times cosecant theta. So convert secant cosecant. So our equation will be cosine theta times 1 over cosine theta plus cosine theta times 1 over sine theta plus sine theta over 1 times 1 over cosine theta minus sine theta times 1 over sine theta. So multiply to cosine theta to 1 over cosine theta, then so on and so forth. So our equation will be cosine theta over cosine theta is equals to 1, then sine theta minus times 1 over sine theta, it will become 1. So our equation will be 1 plus cosine theta over sine theta plus sine theta over cosine theta minus 1. So 1 minus 1 is equals 0. So the remaining will be cosine theta over sine theta plus sine theta over cosine theta. So add the expression, so cosine theta over sine theta plus sine theta over cosine theta, so add will become cosine squared theta plus sine squared theta over sine theta times cosine theta. So convert to 1, so cosine squared theta plus sine squared theta is equals to 1. So our equation will be 1 over sine theta times cosine theta. So convert to 1 over sine theta and 1 over cosine theta. So it will become cosecant theta and secant theta. So this is our final answer. So secant theta and cosecant theta. Problem number 7. Let's prove 1 minus cosine squared theta times 1 plus cotangent squared theta is equals to 1. So convert 1 minus cosine squared theta to sine theta squared sine squared theta. Then convert 1 plus cotangent squared theta to cosecant squared theta. So, then, convert cosecant squared theta to 1 over sine squared theta. So, our equation would be sine squared theta times 2, 1 over sine squared theta. So, times 2, it will become sine squared theta over sine squared theta. So, divide, will become 1. So, this is our solving. So, next problem, number 8. So, let's prove this expression. So, to cancel the radical sign or the square root, square both sides. So, our equation will be the left hand side will be tan squared theta over sine raised to 4 theta is equals to its right hand side will be 1 plus tan squared theta over 1 minus cosine squared theta. So, let's use left hand side to prove. So, tan squared theta over sine raised to 4 theta. So, separate sine raised to 4 theta to sine squared theta times sine squared theta. So, our equation will be tangent squared theta over sine squared theta times 2 sine squared theta. So, separate into this expression. So, our equation will be tangent squared theta over sine squared theta times 2 1 over sine squared theta. So, convert to its reciprocal identity. So, convert into cosecant. So, 1 over sine squared theta is equals to cosecant squared theta. So, then, convert sine squared theta to its Pythagorean identity. So, sine squared theta is equals to 1 over cosine squared theta. So, our equation will be tangent squared theta over 1 minus cosine squared theta times 2 cosecant squared theta. So, our equation will be tangent squared theta times 2 cosecant squared theta over 1 minus cosine squared theta. So, cosine squared is equals to 1 plus cotangent squared theta. So, convert cosecant. Our equation will be tan squared theta times 1 plus cotangent squared theta over 1 minus cosine squared theta. So, distribute. Our equation will be tangent squared theta plus tangent squared theta times 2 cotangent squared theta over 1 minus cosine squared theta. So, convert tangent squared theta times cotangent squared theta into 1. So, our equation will be tangent squared theta plus 1 over 1 minus cosine squared theta. So, this is our proving. Our proving is equals to 1 plus tangent squared theta over 1 minus cosine squared theta is equals to 1 plus tangent theta over 1 minus cosine squared theta. So, number 9, let's prove 3 sin theta minus sin 3 theta over 3 cosine theta plus cosine 3 theta is equals to tangent raised to 3 theta. So, let's use left hand side. So, convert sine 3 theta and cosine 3 theta. So, sine 3 theta is equals to 3 sine theta minus 4 sine raised to 3 theta, and cosine 3 theta is equals to 4 cosine raised to 3 theta minus 3 cosine theta. So, our equation will be 3 sine theta minus 3 sine theta minus 4 sine cube theta over 3 cosine theta plus 4 cosine raised to 3 theta minus 3 cosine theta. So, distribute negative sign. Our equation will be 3 sine theta minus 3 sine theta plus 4 sine raised to 3 theta over 3 cos theta minus 3 cos theta plus 4 cos raised to 3. So, 3 sine theta minus 3 sin theta is equals to 0, and 3 cos theta minus 3 cos theta is equals to 0. So our equation would be 4 sin raised to 3 theta over 4 cos raised to 3 theta. So cancel na 4. The remaining will be sin 3 theta, sin cube theta over cosine cube theta. So convert into tangent because tangent is equals to sine over cos. So sin raised to 3 theta is equal over cosine raised to 3 theta is equals to tan raised to 3 theta. So this is our proving. Problem number 11. Let's prove cosine times theta plus phi over sine times theta minus phi is equals to 1 minus tangent theta times tangent phi over tangent theta minus tangent phi. So convert convert cosine times theta plus phi into cosine theta times cosine phi minus sin theta times sin phi, and convert sine times theta minus phi into sin theta times cosine phi minus cosine theta times sin phi. So our equation will be cosine theta times cosine phi minus sin theta times sin phi over sin theta times cosine phi plus cos theta times sin theta. Then multiply to 1 over cosine theta times to cosine phi over 1 over cosine theta over cosine phi. So our equation will be cosine phi times cosine theta times cosine theta over cosine theta times cosine phi minus sin theta times sin theta sin phi over cosine theta times cosine phi over sin theta times cosine phi over cosine theta times cosine phi minus cosine theta times sin phi over cosine theta times cosine phi. So from the expression, cancel out this cosine theta times cosine theta over cosine theta times cosine phi. So then cancel out cosine phi over cosine phi and cosine theta over cosine theta. So our expression will become 1 minus sin theta times sin phi over cosine theta times cosine phi over sin theta over cosine phi minus sin cosine theta minus sin phi over cosine phi. So convert into tangent because tangent is equals to this. So our equation will be tangent is equals to sin theta over cosine theta. So our equation will be 1 minus tangent theta times tangent phi over tangent theta minus tangent phi. So this is our proving. Next number. So let's prove this expression. Let's use right hand side. So tangent theta plus tangent phi over tangent theta minus tangent phi. So convert into sine cos. So tangent theta is equals to sine theta over cosine theta, and tangent phi is equals to sine phi over cosine phi. Our equation will be sine theta over cosine theta plus sine phi over cosine phi over sine theta over cosine theta minus sine phi over cosine phi. So calculate sine theta plus cosine theta plus sine theta over cosine theta plus sine phi over cosine phi is equals to sine theta times 2 cosine phi plus sine phi times 2 cosine theta over cosine theta times cosine phi. Then calculate the denominator. So sine theta over cosine theta minus sine phi over cosine phi will become sine theta times cosine phi minus sine phi times cosine theta over cosine theta times cosine phi. Our equation will be like this. So simplify. It will become sine theta times cosine phi plus sine phi times cosine theta over cosine theta times cosine phi times 2 cosine theta cosine phi over sine theta cosine phi minus sine phi cosine theta. So cancel out cosine theta cosine phi from this numerator and this denominator. So the remaining our expression will be sine theta cosine phi plus sine phi cosine theta over sine theta cosine phi minus sine phi cosine theta. So convert sine theta cosine phi plus sine phi cosine theta to sine times theta plus phi and the denominator. So sine theta cosine phi minus sine phi cosine theta into sine times theta minus phi. So it will become like this. So sine times 2 theta plus phi over sine theta minus phi. So this is our proving. So problem number 14. Let's prove that sine theta plus sine phi over cosine theta plus cosine phi is equals to tangent 1/2 of theta plus phi. So let's use the left hand side, which is sine theta plus sine phi over cosine theta plus cosine phi. So convert sine theta plus sine phi will become 2 sine 1/2 times theta plus phi and cosine 1/2 times theta minus phi. Convert cosine theta plus cosine phi to 2 cos 1/2 times theta plus phi times cos 1/2 times theta plus phi. So copy. Our equation will be this. So cancel cosine 1/2 times theta minus phi and over cosine 1/2 times theta plus phi. Oh, at theta minus phi na siya. Theta minus phi. So our equation will be cancel 2 and sine and cosine. So our equation will be sine 1/2 times theta plus phi over cosine 1/2 times theta plus phi. So convert into tangent, because tangent is equals to sine over cosine. Our equation will be tangent 1/2 times theta plus phi. So true. So our proving is true. Number 15. Prove that cotangent theta plus cotangent phi is equals to sine times theta plus phi over sine theta sine phi. So first, let's use the right hand side. Convert sine times theta plus phi into sine theta cosine phi plus cosine theta sine phi. So then our equation will be this. So separate, or will be is equals to cosine theta over sine theta plus cosine phi over sine phi. So convert into cotangent. Tangent is equals to cosine theta over sine phi, or cotangent is equals to cosine phi over sine phi. So our equation will be this. So our proving is correct. Number 16. Prove tangent 4 theta is equals to 4 tan theta times 1 minus tangent squared theta over 1 minus 6 tangent square theta plus tangent raised to 4 theta. So let's use the left hand side. So calculate tangent 4 theta is equals to 2 times 2 tangent theta over 1 minus tangent square theta over 1 minus the square of 2 tangent theta over 1 minus tangent square theta. So first calculate the the numerator. So 2 times tangent theta over 1 minus tangent theta is equal to 4 tangent theta over 1 minus tangent square theta. So then calculate the denominator, or 1 minus uh, 2 the square of 2 tangent theta over 1 minus tangent square theta. So it will become 1. If we square this, it will become 4 tangent squared theta over 1 minus tangent squared theta squared. So let's calculate. So minus will become 1 minus tangent squared theta squared minus 4 tangent squared theta over the square root of 1 tangent squared theta. So copy. So our equation will be this. So simplify or cross multiply. Our equation will be 4 tangent theta over 1 minus tangent theta times 2 the square root of 1 minus tangent squared theta over the square root of 1 minus tangent squared theta minus 4 tangent squared theta. So if we multiply, cancel 1 minus tangent squared theta and the square of 1 minus tangent squared theta. So then the remaining will be this. So 4 tangent theta minus 1 minus tangent squared theta minus 1 nope 4 tangent squared theta times 2 1 minus tangent squared theta over 1 the square root of 1 minus tangent squared theta minus 4 tangent squared theta. So expand 1 minus the square root of 1 minus tangent squared theta. So if we expand this, it will become 1 minus 2 tangent squared theta plus tangent raised to 4 theta. So copy. Our equation will be 4 tangent squared theta minus 4 raised to tangent raised to 3 theta over 1 minus 2 tangent squared theta plus tangent raised to 4 theta minus 4 tangent squared theta. So combine like terms. So negative 2 tangent squared minus 4 tangent squared theta. So it will become negative 6 tangent squared theta. So our equation will be 4 tangent squared theta minus 4 tangent cube theta over 1 minus 6 tangent squared theta plus tangent raised to 4 theta. So our proving is correct, is true.